What you doing picking in them people's window?
Burgundy Cafe, baby. 15335 Hillside. Damn, I wish it was right down the block right now.
Second best restaurant on Hillside.
Fuck that. I didn't know Jamal was from Queens. Okay, he's not.
And it is another edition of For the Record. We welcome you in alongside PR and Jamal. I am Eitan. Sneaker Sensei Jay Corbin's on the line with us, and we are back with a very special guest. That's right, Steve Lobel is joining us for another week, at least for a little bit, Steve.
Damn.
We thank you again for hanging out with us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so where we left off, PR was yelling about something, and it was Odell Beckham's cleats. And before we even get into it, because, we have Jay on the line, so we love to talk sneakers whenever we can, Sneaker Sensei. But you've got a bunch of things that we want to talk about and highlight, Steve, that you're getting into from movie and book. So where should we start? Pac or the book or where?
A couple things. I have a consulting firm, Steve Lobel Consulting, and I try to consult young artists coming up and try to explain to them what to do in the business and where to put their money and how to navigate through this business. So I have that. I'll have a book coming out. It's called The Coach Lasts Longer Than the Player.
Thank you for that book. I appreciate you writing a book about me.
And that's coming out soon. And then, I love to talk sports with you guys because you guys, offline, you guys are talking a lot of sports stuff. And in the Pac movie, All Eyes on Me coming out. And we're talking about sneakers right now. I just did a collaboration with Patrick Ewing sneakers, Ewing Athletics.
Is that right?
For an All Eyes on Me sneaker coming out. So it's going to have the All Eyes on Me on the tongue. In the back it's going to say 96 and Outlaws.
Patrick Ewing sneakers?
Yeah, Ewing's.
What,
yeah.
the same is going to still be the Nick color?
Same thing. No. If you follow Ewing's right now, they make all different colors.
Yeah, they're doing different colors.
And Pac wore a pair of Ewing's, which we found. So, I don't know if people knew, but I managed the Outlaws for a while. And they were just in New York recently with me. So the movie's coming out. Shout out to L.T. Hutton, the director, legendary producer. Benny Boom, the director. There's going to be an Outlaws movie coming out after, which I'll be involved with. But the movie's coming out, and some of the Outlaws are in there playing themselves. Mano's in it. But, go out and see it, or maybe it came out and people already saw it. But go support and represent, And Straight Outta Compton, the NWA movie was out. Rest in peace to Eazy-E. But I was in that movie in real life when Ice Cube ran into Eazy at the tunnel.
The club,
Yeah, I was there literally, but not in the movie. But Ice.
Yeah, they had a black dude come with him.
Yeah, but Eazy says to Cube, I'm here with Bone Thugs in the movie. Yeah. And then Bone was mentioned again when he was on his deathbed with the cassette. But NWA was a big movie, and I was in the real scene of that, not the movie.
Jay, you heard about those Ewings?
I hear about everything.
That's why I ask. It was rhetorical.
Mike Packer and Goldberg, those are my people.
There you go.
Steve knows.
Yep.
He knows I know who runs that over there.
That's the box.
It's a dope sneaker. It's a classic sneaker. It's one of the few brands. And you got to give Patrick Ewing the props.
Right.
Phoenix.
Shout out my man Dave and Greg over at Ewing.
It was a Phoenix who made the Ewing originally. It was an independent company. It's what LeVar Ball should have based his company after. Because he's doing.
You just had to do that, right?
I'm glad you brought him up. All right, Jay, I'm curious to get Steve's thoughts on this, right?
And I do want to say this: rest in peace to Fatal Hussein, Gaddafi, and Tupac. Outlaw for life.
Yes, absolutely. As far as what's happening with ball and the kicks and everything that's come with it, I'm sure you're paying attention to it, as you are deep in the world of sports. What's your initial thought about that? Just having LeVar Ball just be so involved with Lonzo.
Go ahead, Steve.
I've seen it, but really I flipped it. I flipped the channel. I wasn't concerned about that. Just like I'm not concerned about, all these people running around now Adidas out, wearing shell toes because of Kendall Jenner or Kanye repping Adidas because, Adidas has been in for so long, shell toes, and now people jumping on the trend. So I'm not a sneakerhead.
Why didn't Run DMC get their own Adidas
They
deal?
did.
No, they got it after Jay, and it was only a Jam Master Jay sneaker.
No,
they never had an Adidas deal.
They did.
They did when they had a deal. Back in the days, back in the days, they came off the Garden stage and got $1 million check to represent Adidas, so they didn't have their own shoe.
They didn't have their own shoe.
No,
and then
Adidas made some collabs after Jay passed away.
Right.
But I'm not a sneakerhead. I'm Adidas. Anybody knows me, I'm always in Adidas. Shout out my man Reggie from Jordan. He always sends stuff, but I'm Adidas. And shout out to everybody at Adidas. So I'm not really that sneakerhead. and I don't get caught up in that. But I do watch people when they start following these trends. I'm like, wow. Just like they jumped on the trend with the NWA, straight out of Cleveland, straight out of Queens, straight out of here. Didn't even know who the fuck Eazy-E was or anybody from NWA. I'm not gonna sit there and lie and say I'm a sneakerhead. I'm not.
Jay?
Yeah, man, that was strong words. But, Coach, let me tell you something. Run DMC inadvertently caused one of the massive shifts in the sneaker culture.
Yeah, you're right. Absolutely.
And let me tell you how. Steve, do you remember what year when Run DMC caught that deal?
Whew, they came off the Garden stage, man. I would say, 80, 85?
I'd say 85, 86. I was there.
It was 1984 where the director of marketing flew over to Germany and they had him on the stage and he wrote the check.
Yep.
It was 1985 that a young rookie from North Carolina went to meet with Adidas and they did not have a budget to pay him what he wanted.
Is that right?
And him and Kevin Falk took a plane to Beaverton, Oregon to sit down with Phil Knight and ink that deal.
That's history right there.
A lot of people don't know that that was his first choice. He went over there. He said he wanted $700,000, something like that. And Adidas said, "We ain't got it. We spent it somewhere else."
Adidas.
He jumped on the plane with his agent, and he said his father told him Mike didn't want to go, and his agent phoned, and his father said, "Just go and listen to what the man got to say."
Crazy.
It was just strange to me that for Adidas, what Run DMC did for Adidas, they should have had the Run DMC sneaker. Yeah, they got the money, but then they gave Jam Master Jay his Jam Master Jay sneakers. Remember they did the J's?
Yeah, they did it when he passed.
Died.
They did 2 different versions when he passed, and they did the 25th anniversary of that.
Those are more commemorative than they were like PEs.
Right.
Right.
First. I'm sorry. Go on.
A couple of dope athletes that had their PEs. I don't know if you remember, but Kareem Abdul-Jabbar had a PE Adidas. He had one. A couple other dudes, but Adidas made history again. Adidas was the first company to have a $100 basketball shoe. The top 10 debuted at $110.
I did that TV show Millionaire Matchmaker, and I showed my whole Adidas closet. I wore Adidas sweatsuit on that show. Like, you need to wear a suit and tie. I told Lady Patty, go fuck herself. Like, I got to be Queens. This is me. But I represented, man. I took the date to the Scratch Academy, and, I really showed Adidas, man. My Adidas game is crazy. Like, people are like, how you get all this Adidas stuff? I've been collecting Adidas for, like, 40 years. And when I travel overseas, it's the only time I buy it. Because I get it from Adidas. But if you travel overseas, bro, there's a spot in London called Tony Sports. I'm talking about apparel.
Yeah.
It's funny because I'm wearing Champion, right? I've been wearing Champion for God knows how long. You know that.
Everybody been wearing Champion.
Right? Now all of a sudden everybody's into Champion. I'm like, man, that's been around. So again, like, it's the older guys who set that swag up, and the new kids now are jumping on things because of certain
putting a Supreme logo on the shit.
But the new kids now do the remix, and you can wear Nike pants with Adidas.
Nah, I check people when I do that.
You have a problem with that? Because I do that, and
I got a major problem.
I shouldn't be doing that because
stop trying to act like a millennial.
No, but it's funny, yo, coach, I do that.
20 years
So I do that. I tell people like, yo, you're disrespectful. You cannot wear Adidas with Nike or Adidas with Jordan. You can't from where we come from. I don't know if you saw OG Ted the other day. My pops was in Adidas sweatsuit with shell toes.
Head to toe.
Yeah.
PR try to wear G-Unit tank top.
Yo, get out.
Adidas track pants. Adidas joggers.
Never
and a
owned
pair of
one.
Hirachis.
I never owned one of those wife beaters. So
Stop dressing like you about to dance in a video, PR. Treat yourself better than that.
I just thought, like, for when I see what it is, you don't have to be the whole.
But here's a little Snapple fact that Coach PR did invent that nasty G-Unit halter top.
He 100% did.
No comment, kid. I still
The
have
T-shirt with the ribs taken out.
Is that right?
PR got a
PR
closet
special?
full of spaghetti strap tank tops right
Yo,
now.
I want to jump in.
No
Akon
comment.
got the best radio voice that I've ever heard.
Hey,
I need to talk sports with y'all,
Can you
man.
manage me?
Fuck that. I could pass you up to some people. I'm just more consultant now, man. I'm trying to have a life,
Shit,
man.
I need work.
Being a manager is a full-time gig.
Yeah.
I'll listen, man. I'm coachable.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
We need to talk sports.
Hey, Coach.
All right, let's do that. Go ahead, Jay.
Yes, Jay.
Because it's music and sports.
Lonzo Ball tried out. He worked out for the Lakers the other day.
He didn't even wear his own shoes.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's probably trash to hooping.
What happened there?
Why
He
not?
wore the
He
Hardens.
can wear what he want to wear.
Man, you gotta wear your own shoe. All this talk, your dad is going out saying that these $500 pair of shoes.
Those shoes are a
true.
blown ACL waiting to happen.
Yo, you know what's disrespectful though? People have deals.
He can wear whatever you want to wear.
There's a lot of
securing the bag, and he's not even wearing the shoe.
Why?
Yeah,
He can wear what
yo,
he wants to
yo,
wear.
you know what's so fucked up? That there's so many younger generation of kids that have deals, artists, and they don't even wear the shit that they're getting paid to
Right,
wear.
right.
Back in the days, when 50 had the G-Unit sneaker or G-Unit clothes, that's all he wore. Jay-Z, Rockaware, Russell, Fat Farm, Fat Joe 560. People represented their brand. I see people like, yo, aren't you sponsored by this? Like, where's shit? Like, nah, I'm cool. I'm like, what?
50 was upset where the rest of the dudes, the rest of the crew didn't wear the G-Unit sneakers and stuff like that. But I get it. But you can wear what you want to wear. Like, I just feel like...
come
You
on.
can't
I blame
take
the,
that
no,
from a
no. If you
Jets
endorsed
fan
and you getting a check,
Yeah,
you're supposed to
and that's
wear
his
it.
workout.
I hate the people who are giving the deals who are not doing their homework.
But why would I have to wear it every day? I'm endorsing you. Like, if it's...
That's part of
That's
being
the
endorsed.
workout.
Branding,
Especially
selling,
if
is
it's mine, I
branding.
don't have to wear it every day.
What's it say
Yes,
that you wear a James
yes,
Harden
piece
you
of
do,
it.
Coach.
A
You can't
piece
talk
of
to
it, yes.
PR
Coach,
about
knock
nothing.
it off.
Stop,
A
man.
piece of it, yes.
Y'all a program,
PR's
man. Y'all
picking
some
up, Jay,
program.
PR's picking up right where he left off last week, man. Just hard-headed. Hard-headed, man.
Oh, you guys
Not
are
listening to
killing me,
reason.
man.
You going out there with your dad on top. It's not just you, it's your dad saying these shoes, these prices and everything. And then on top of that, you show up wearing a pair of Hardens?
Yeah, but did you see him when he goes out with his friends? He's wearing the ball brand.
I don't want to support him for going out with his friends.
Coach
I want
PR.
to support him for being a ball player. I don't give a fuck how he hangs
Okay,
out.
so let's get
Yo,
to the ball
PR.
player. Yes.
I know it's been a while since you got to the US Polo Association deal, but listen.
Well, your phone is breaking up. You cutting off. Bye.
He said you got a U.S.
Awful
Polo
time right
Association.
here for the
I'll
choppiness.
repeat it.
All right.
What'd he say?
U.S. Polo Association. He said that's who you had your deal with.
Who, me?
Yeah.
If I did, that's a nice bag, and I
you
don't
would
have to
only
wear it every day.
every so often,
Yes.
you swear you're Kylie Jenner, yo. You can't do that kind of stuff.
All right.
Hey,
You
PR's
can't.
wearing them polo sweatsuits, man. I be wearing them too, so I'm on.
No, he's wearing the U.S.
side.
Polo Association sweatsuits.
Nah, he's not. He's wearing that official Ralph Lauren.
See?
I wear those too.
All right,
That's
Steve.
that queen shit.
What team would you like to start with? I'm surprised that people still root for the Knicks, to be honest.
I mean,
with
I
you.
root for the
Relax.
Knicks.
I found that out today on
Relax.
Twitter.
Yo,
Joe
you're a
Budden put a
Sixers
tweet out
fan.
about the
Relax.
Knicks. I'm surprised that people still root for that
Relax.
team.
People root for the
Sixers
76ers.
fan.
Chill out.
Hey, I'm
You're a
saying,
Sixers
man.
fan.
I root
Relax.
for-
You're outnumbered.
I
Me
root
and
for the
PR
Knicks.
will
I'm
form
ready to
like
go.
Voltron on this.
Yeah.
Jack,
Me and
hey,
PR will
I'm
form
ready
like
to go.
Voltron and defend it.
Now we're together.
Yeah.
I root
guys.
for the Knicks and the Clippers, man. I live in Los Angeles with the Clippers. We also bring a lot of talent there. Do halftime and national anthems, and I'm a Knicks fan, man. I don't know how long it's gonna take till we get it together, but I'm never gonna turn on the Knicks.
Forever.
When you say
never
we,
know
you
it.
mean the Clippers or the Knicks? Because the
The
Clippers
Knicks,
right
the
now
Knicks.
are
Yeah,
on the
Clippers
verge
is hot, but I'm a Knicks fan, and I got to stick with the Knicks. So that's why I'm a Mets fan, but I have to be a Yankees fan because OG Ted. I'm a Rangers fan and an Islanders fan, and I'm a true Giants fan. But I do go to Jets games because I love football. So when I'm in New York, I try to get anything. I just love football.
Is that the passion for you? Of the
Yeah, my
sport?
passion is football. You know what's so crazy? I was thinking like about 6 months ago. I said, you know what? I'm gonna call the Los Angeles Rams, and I'm gonna see if I can get a water boy job. Real talk, because I love football so much that I want to get into an organization. And I'll start at the bottom,
Why don't you go to Jets then?
and because I live in LA. And
He also wants to be a-
Because nobody wants
successful.
to be around.
and I also call. I also,
Jets, you could be the coach.
No, I know, but I have to. I'll grow real quick, and I call a lot of sports agents that I know, and I'm like, yo, I'll come work as an intern in your offices. Like, Steve, what? Like, serious? I'm like, yeah, because I want to get into sports management or being an agent, and I just love football. So any which way I can get in, I collect football helmets. Like Deshaun Jackson's a good friend of mine, Randall Cobb, John Beeson. A bunch of football players, and they send me helmets. I started collecting helmets, and I got out of 32 teams, 22. So I'm missing like 10. Because like I have a
You
lot of
get the Steelers yet, though?
No, I'm not. I'm big. You gonna get that?
Yeah, I'll get that.
But I have a lot of plaques. Oh, you are? I have a lot of plaques, and I was challenging myself to get all the plaques signed. And then when I got this helmet, I'm like, you know what? People collect jerseys and this and that, baseballs. I'm gonna collect helmets. I got all the helmets getting signed, and
You heard that, right, Tom? He just
trying to
told you
get
what's
them
the size of his house.
No, I get
Right?
it.
You just collect the helmets and have it
get
there.
it.
Like,
I worked
Trophy
hard,
win.
man. I work hard.
All right, we're just rolling, just getting started on another edition of For the Record. Steve Lobel's hanging out in studio. Sneaker Sensei on the line. PR, Jamal, Eitan.
Yes.
It is all For the Record. And let us remind you of our BOC iStandard Producer of the Week. This week, 88 Keys, Jay-Z, Kanye West, No Church in the Wild, Talib Kweli, and of course, Bilal. So we thank 88 Keys for production this week. It is all for the record.
For the record, he said it.
And we welcome you back. It is For the Record alongside PR and Jamal. I am Eitan. Steve Lobel is hanging out with us, and we are so thankful to have Steve in studio. And we talked a little bit about movie, about book projects, about everything that Steve has done from his past. And you wanted to jump in with Pac because that's something that has been dear to PR and something that PR has been just itching to talk about.
Yeah, because, I'm not a big Pac fan. Of course, Biggie. But everybody's talking bad about Pac. Not everybody got a lot of people talking bad about Pac. Movies coming out, some say this was some type of promotional move. Let's talk bad about Pac. How do you feel about that? That people just coming at Pac and this guy's dead for like 20-something years.
Yeah, R.I.P. Big. I put that Bone and Biggie together, Notorious Thugs. If people don't know that. Wow. So Puff called me one day and pulled Bone up at the record plant in L.A. and did Bone and Biggie. So it's a major song. So got nothing but love for Big. I think a lot of people don't understand is they really got caught up in that East Coast West Coast beef, and they think that these people died because of that beef.
Right.
Anybody who's in the streets know who killed Big,
right.
And everybody in the streets know who killed Pac. It had nothing to do with East Coast West Coast, and that's what the foolishness is. And I believe the two gentlemen, or maybe one of them who got killed, one of them is gone. That was just wasn't nothing to do with the beef. I wish they would find Jam Master Jay's killer. But anyway, rest in peace to Pun and Big and Heavy. A bunch of people, passed from different things. But, all of a sudden, everybody's talking about Tupac.
Right.
And disrespecting him.
Right.
And they're just saying, like, things that, a lot of people who are saying things I know. Mm-hmm. And that's their opinion again. And you said, I wasn't really a Pac fan. I'm not mad at you.
Right.
But you still hear some Pac songs to this day, and it's
still rock him.
Wow, you're like, seems like he's not gone.
There's also a way
what I mean?
to express not liking somebody or not caring for them musically, because I've been vocal. I've spoken to several outlets about not being a fan of Pac's music. I think the issue is that people were speaking about him disrespectfully as a person.
Right. Yeah, of course. But you know what? Most of the time, these people who are talking didn't even know this man.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's the problem. Like, I fuck with Dame Dash. He's always saying, like, why is everybody worrying if this one's broke or this one's got money? Like, why are we always worrying? And if you didn't know Pac, you shouldn't talk on him. Like, and people are quick to talk on the next person. Now he's dead. He's been gone for 20 years. I think that's like saluting the man. Because, you'll talk about someone for a couple months after they pass, but not 20 years later. I keep Jam Master Jay's name alive as much as I can, but in a positive way. So these people who are talking about him probably never even knew him, weren't around him. When I was around Pac, it was just straight beast mode, workaholic, making shit happen. If you really think about it, he was really innovative. He was ahead of his time. This guy recorded so many songs, so many records, and died so young. So imagine if he was still alive. Shit. So again, teach his own. I'm not going to get caught up who's out there talking shit, who's that. I don't get down like that.
Right.
But teach his own. Everybody got an opinion. Fuck it.
So you're so big on, and rightfully so, right, educating young kids,
Yeah.
right? How does the movie, and it's not, match up with real life, but do the movies, if it's NWA movie, if it's happening with Pac, does it do enough of a service to educate a young kid? Because, we all know the stories because we grew up, but there's the same kids that you talked about earlier that hip-hop doesn't know.
Yeah.
Right.
Do these movies serve enough?
I think NWA was 90% on point.
Yeah.
Straight out of Compton, 90%. I think the Tupac movie, there's just so much to tell that it probably will be able to tell as much as possible, because when I went to like 6 screenings, and they were like 3.5 or 3 hours long. You can't do it in a movie theater. So I just feel that I think it's gonna be able to educate people if they want to sit and have patience and really learn. But I want everybody to leave it and go home and start Googling and learning and this and that. Again, a lot of people don't know who the Outlaws are. I had to tell someone the other day, Zab Judah, the boxer, is an outlaw. He got outlaw tatted right here. So, it's a worldwide thing. I travel the world. More people love Pac than Biggie sometimes. Some people love Biggie more than Tupac sometimes. You go around the world, people wearing Run DMC shirts, Guns N' Roses shirts, Wu-Tang shirts. So, again, it's teach his own. But Pac did a lot and could have did so much more. It's unfortunate when he passed, the Outlaws didn't shine, and when Biggie died, Junior Mafia didn't shine because they had a lot to go. So I think there's more of a story, so to speak, with Pac, because then it goes into a Death Row and the Outlaws movie and so on and so forth. But look, I'm a New York cat. Pac is from New York. People don't understand that. They keep thinking he's from the Bay Area. So again, it's to each his own. Man, I don't get caught up in that talking stuff. But I will tell you that people are talking, and there's some people that love Pac that are ready to ride for Pac. Like, I was with the Outlaws the other day, and I saw Flex that same day. Like, I'm supposed to smack Flex in his mouth? No, I'm not going to do that. He's voicing his opinion, and he was passionate about it. So, you know, I come from real beef. All this other beef is not real beef, man. I come from beef of, like, 50 Cent and Fat Joe type beef. You know what I mean? And the Pac and Biggie beef was beef. Because all this new shit is not really beef. So, everybody got an opinion, man. To each his own, man. I got opinions. Some people might talk shit about me when I die or behind my back. Same with everybody else. So it is what it is. Just say it to my face, not when I'm dead.
Nah, nobody's talking shit about PR though, right?
I'm not. Shit,
I'm talking shit about PR right here.
That's why he hasn't been to Burgundy's yet.
All right, so what's the next big hip hop story to hit the screen, right? I mean, we got Pac, Big, and NWA.
We need an actual big movie because that Notorious
that
movie
wasn't
was
I'll tell you right
shred
now.
ass.
Yeah, I'll tell you right now.
So
I've been
it
managing
has to
Scott's.
be people who have to.
I've been managing Scott Storch, and just throw it out there because again, he's a producer, but he's working on a movie called The Piano Man. You know, this is a guy who produced about 863 hits, who, you know, had $100 million, got on drugs, lost things, coming back, so on and so forth. So that's gonna be interesting. The Piano Man.
Is that the next big? And this,
No, I'm just throwing it out there,
right.
you know, because I've been managing Scott, but I'm
that was your
trying to
plug.
make the Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Yeah.
And that's what you got to do.
Right,
but you know, it's a big platform, and we'll talk what I got going on.
we appreciate it.
You have to.
You know, Bone Thugs and Harmony. I would love to. We're working on a biopic. And again, if you watch the NWA movie, there was 2 mentions of Bone Thugs and Harmony. So why wouldn't you want to capitalize?
Then that'll be
But I
cool.
got to get in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame first. You know, I think there's so many people out there should do movies. Run DMC, that's long overdue.
That's definitely necessary.
Long overdue.
So do you think? Okay, Run DMC, Bad Boys, Jay-Z, or like who
Jay
should
Nas.
be? Nas, like who should be the next one that people that you can say, you know what? I
Run
wanna produce
DMC.
it.
Run DMC
Why?
without a
Because
doubt,
you
yes.
travel the world and all you see is Run DMC shirts. And I doubt some of these younger kids even know who's who of what. Is oh yeah, Run DMC. No, do you even know their real names? Do you know the DJs? Whatever, so on. So I think Run DMC, based off of, they made hip hop commercial. They made Adidas famous. They first ones to win like a Grammy. First ones on the color of Rolling Stone. First ones go platinum. You see the shirt everywhere. Reverend Run keeps it going from his Run's house, all his TV stuff. They come out and do Run DMC shows sometimes. Jam Master Jay's son is DJing for A$AP Ferg, so he's keeping it going, TJ. Other JMJ son, you know, Jitter's still doing his thing. You got Angela Simmons on Growing Up Hip Hop. You got JoJo Simmons doing his thing. You got Diggy. So they're keeping the brand alive. And then Russell Simmons is still doing it. So I think that needs to be told. Or you know what? Maybe just for hip hop culture, maybe a Def Jam movie.
Def Jam itself.
Or, you know, Rush Management type.
Not like Crush Groove.
Yeah. Or Tougher Than Leather. That was, you know, I was still cool. Again, ahead of the time.
Right.
You would go through like an anthology with that Def Jam and show.
Yeah, but you know, I don't know if these people really want to see it. You know, but Def Jam's been a consistent brand. But I think out of everybody, no disrespect, and not trying to be biased, but Run DMC.
Yes, I think Run DMC is definitely.
You know, because I think that Run DMC is equivalent to NWA.
so many
And
other
if you go talk to Dre, anybody from NWA, they're gonna say we looked up to Run DMC. Everybody looks up to Run DMC. You know, it might be a good story too. LL Cool J.
But I feel like the LL Cool J story gets told after the
Yeah, of course.
After the
Oh,
Run
yeah.
DMC story is the
Right.
genesis.
Listen, man, Run DMC made the gold chains, the Donkers famous,
Right.
Adidas famous, Starter jackets famous, Kangos, all that.
Collaborations
So
outside
that's what
of
I would
pure
see.
rap.
Because again, the children are keeping it going. Run's still relevant. DMC doing comics and shows. That's what I think. Run DMC movie.
Is there anybody now, 15, 20 years, that we're going to be looking at that you think is making a movie?
And just so you know, Russell's working on a play like Rock of Ages. You ever seen that play on Broadway? He's doing Rap of Ages. He's working. That's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be
Who
a
do I
Jay-Z
see right
story.
now? I would think, honestly, you might think I'm crazy, but Nipsey Hussle. Why I say that is because this man is consistently still being the person who he is. He claims and always says it. I'm a Crip, rolling 60s, South Central, but he's building his brand so much, and then he's gonna come and knock you out with the music because he's opening stores, he's opening this, he's doing that. He's really building a consistent brand that's gonna stay for around. A lot of these newer artists, they come and go, they don't last. The record's bigger than who they are. The image is bigger than who they are. They're not building it up. They're just coming in and crashing. You know, J. Cole might could have something nice. You know, you say the new generation, right?
Yeah, sure.
I think Kendrick and the whole Top Dog thing about their struggle, because Kendrick was K-Dot, he was J-Rock's hype man. I've been on tour with him in a van eating pizza when they were on tour with Nipsey and Game, and then he blew up so big. That whole Top Dog thing could be in a couple years, that story. Who else new out there? I mean, you know, everybody else got to work hard and prove themselves, man. No,
for a good movie, they has to have the whole package. It has some drama, some love scenes, some action, you know, some little violence because it's hip hop. That rap, whoever the rapper is, gonna have to have.
You know, you asked the question. I'm just giving my
but I think the game would have.
Well, you said a newer artist.
Yeah,
you said newer artist.
but,
Yeah,
know,
Chuck
but
definitely needs a movie.
Yeah.
You know, Game. He's got a story, but you know, look, everybody's got a story. We all got stories.
Story.
And you know, I try to tell people, like, when I meet people, like, oh my God, you're a celebrity. Like, people want to take pictures and just get an autograph. I'm like, I'm not a celebrity. You're a celebrity. I empower the youth. We're all celebrities. And if we run around and think that we're better than someone, I know rappers, major rappers, that before they got on, they were dying to take a picture. Now you got security, you can't take a picture. So we have to empower the youth to let everybody know they're all the same. We're all celebrities. Because guess what? If we slice each other right now with a knife, we're all going to be red. We all go to the bathroom. We all take showers. We all eat. I feel like everybody's the same. Just people have more fame than others or more money than others. So we're all celebrities. If we on the island right now or Queen's house and we're all men, so at the end of the day, no, fuck the celebrity. I'm going to try to get his sneakers before the others. No, real talk, because that's the problem. Like, you put yourself in like a holding cell, and you could put a couple of rappers in there, but some just regular thorough guys, and at the end of the day, like, and they try to get you for your sneakers or whatever the case is, you got to still be a man at the end of the day. Right. So that celebrity goes out the door, and maybe sometimes it's even worse. You got the camera on you, people trying to get at you, extort you. So we're all celebrities. We're all the same. Ain't no one better than nobody. And that's what we need to keep telling people out there.
So this perspective.
Oh, and 50 need a fucking movie too.
Get Rich or Die
Yeah, we
Trying.
saw that. Get Rich or Die Trying.
Maybe need to redo it or something updated.
Yeah, no, I mean, you know, get rich. Yeah,
Get Rich
you're
or
right.
Die
You're
Trying.
right, but fast
ate
forward
Lobel.
because he's still doing his thing. But it's all good. I'm sorry.
No, that's cool. And it's for the record, Steve Lobel is joining us, Dash Radio as well, alongside Jamal and PR Eitan here. So this perspective, and it's so refreshing, right, to hear this and to hear your perspective on life and on business and on hip-hop and just in general. Was there a moment in this business that there was an awakening for you on
It's
this?
funny you say that, man.
Yeah, them Crips came after him. Tell us that story.
See how serious it was? Like, nah, that's not happening.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
never.
I don't know, you know, people can relate to it or not, but you know, my mom passed away. And that was the biggest awakening. You know, I tried to kill myself. I lost my mom and my girl at the same time. My mom died in front of me. I came from LA. And my mom would always call me to come back home for like every occasion. Like, nah, mom, over here in this country. Nah, mom, I'm getting this bread. I'm doing this, I'm doing that. I was just a hustler from Queens, man. I started making money, shoveling snow, raking leaves, man, delivering newspapers. And she passed away, and it was a big regret. Big regret, because she always used to tell me that family's the most important. So I try to tell people, if your mom's alive, spend time with her. Call her, tell her you love her. My man Pistol Pete from the Bronx, I told him that today. He says, I ain't speak to my mom in a minute. I said, yo, Pete, don't care, bro. That's your mom. You wouldn't be here if it wasn't for your mom. Right. And sometimes we feel like our family gets on our nerves or we argue with them, but that's who we got. Like, if things happen, the family's gonna be the first one there usually. And me and my dad weren't close, and now me and my dad are like best friends. My mom passed away 6 years ago, and I just came from the cemetery today. And every time I come to New York, I go there, but I sit there and I talk, and I said, damn, Mom, thanks for being the angel and keeping me going, because I have so many regrets. I didn't have enough time with you, and I moved to LA so many years ago, and I wasn't close. Like, you can go home right now to your family or your mom, your dad. Like, I got to fly to New York to have a barbecue with my dad or have dinner. It's 3,000 miles away. So it's the biggest regret, and I always pray to God, like, you know what, like, can she come back one more time, take my house, take my accolades, take my travel, take my money, take all that, just to give me one more time with her, because I didn't spend enough time with her. And, you know, Bone Thugs just put out a single called Haven't Had a Cell Phone. It's so deep, bro, that imagine I could just pick up the phone and talk to moms like, yo, moms, what's up? I apologize for this, apologize for that. Or I talk to my man Jam Master Jay, or even my brother passed away. So I just feel like people need to, spend more time with their family, their children, their brothers, their sisters, family, blood. Again, like I said, Big U tells me you don't have to be blood to be family, but my mom passed, man. It was the worst thing that happened in my life, man, and I was fucked up for 6 months. And I wish I could have her back. And I wish that I didn't chase the money, because money don't make me. I was chasing it. I wish I wasn't chasing this, because when I buried my mother, a lot of those dudes that I made rich and famous, they weren't dead. And you know what, to each his own. People make excuses, but I know deep down inside, like, everybody's selfish in life and only be there for you. I know I'm a different breed. I know that everybody I know who passed away that I feel like I was close to, genuinely, I make it to their funeral. Do I expect that from the same with Margo? No. And I feel like we should salute more than before someone passes away. As soon as someone passes away, everybody want to salute them. So I try to empower people. I try to salute people. That's why I keep the hip hop Don't Know You going. I try to tell this one about this person, that person. I give props all the time. I'm a giver. I'm not about myself. And it was funny, I did an interview recently, and they're like, you know what I love you about Steve Lobel? He's always about everybody but himself. But when my mom died, I had to really make it about myself now, because I'm in my 50s and I don't have no children. I have no family of my own. And my dad's like, as you get older, you need someone there for you to take care of you. You know what I mean? So it gets deep, because we're too busy chasing dreams and chasing this, chasing that we don't slow down. I'll be the first one to admit I have no balance in life. All I want to do is work. And I don't even eat right. I don't sleep right. And I feel like in life we should have balance, and that we should make time for the finer things. The finer things is going to a Mets game, going to eat with your mother or father, taking a walk in the park. I was at the beach the other day. I haven't been to the beach in so long. I'm at the beach, and I'm like, the rich people or the poor people just pull up on the beach and enjoy the beach from Mother Nature, which is priceless.
Great equalizer.
You understand? Yeah. So there was no difference if you were rich or poor. You were able to walk on this beach and enjoy it. So sometimes we don't enjoy things that are really valuable. We think the other things are valuable. You understand? So I just feel like we get caught up in the moment that we need to find time for the real things, the family things, and just life in general. Because you know what? Life is short. And my dad always tells me it's a time to live and it's a time to die. Make it the best of it, because when you die, you're just a memory. You're just a memory. You're gonna get saluted. Yo, Steve was my man. I'm posting pictures. And then a memory. The real ones are gonna continue to split my name or come see me in the cemetery. Funny, I swear, I don't want to keep going, but I was in the cemetery with my dad. He's like, you gonna drive out here every time you come to New York when I die? And I looked at him like, why you said? He goes, because you don't even live in New York no more. So when you come here, we go to see your mom. But when I pass, and the doctor says you got another 17 years, he's like, are you gonna move back here when I die? Because if you did, that would be wrong. So why don't you live here now when I'm alive? Right. So it makes me think like, hold on, maybe I need to move back to New York, spend time with him and do stuff like that. So I'm confused. Every night I pray to God, like, what should I do? I'm confused. I built a life in LA, I have no family. I worked hard, I got a nice house, barbecue, and I'm like, sitting in the backyard, like, it's so dope if my dad pulled up and barbecued. Or I snap my fingers and bring this back to New York.
He doesn't want to go to LA.
No, he hates LA.
So he got to get you some pussy out here, man. We
yeah,
got you.
no, it's not even about the pussy. It's just about I can't enjoy certain things. I know that, man.
You got to have a baby here. We're going to have a baby here.
Got to get better weather in New York.
Everything like this. Nah, we're going to have Steve move back here, man. Just for the record,
I'm
man.
sorry about that emotion.
No.
You got me a little teary-eyed, though, man. You appreciate that, though.
That's great radio, man.
That was real.
It's honest.
Listen,
I started thinking about my
dad.
I'm
a confident dude.
You hit me right there.
I'm a confident dude that I'm real, and I'm cut from a different cloth, and that's why I have no filter, no emotions to speak about real life stuff. I could sit here and talk about, a lot of different things, but sometimes real life is what we need to talk about. People don't talk about it because they're scared to talk about it.
Steve, thank you so much for the time, the insight, the education. Do you want to give out all of the platforms that people can follow you?
At the end of the day, like, as everybody in this building right now, we all have a resume. We all have stripes. We worked hard for it, and we struggled for it, and we've been up and down through it. So you can just Google my name. You'll find some stuff. No, real talk. Like, we worked hard. Because I don't want to say social media, and you might see the Louis Vuitton case when the shelf fell on my head, and you might see this. I did this show, but because we're living in the social media world, I'll do that too. My Instagram is We Working with a G. A lot of people hashtag that. And Twitter, Steve Lobel. Facebook is back now, so it's Steve Lobel at A to Z Entertainment. Like I said, just Google me, and just you'll find me. I'm a humble guy. I'm approachable. No security, just a real guy trying to give back and help people.
MySpace page.
And MySpace. Well, Sean Kingston got me on that. Had my top 8. I traveled the world with him. He had me set it up. He'd run back to his room. MySpace. Wow.
Thank you so much,
Wow.
Steve.
Oh, my SkyTel pager address at archwireless.net.
We're back. Recap everything that
Thank you,
went
guys.
down in the NBA Finals. It is all for the record.
STRshow.com.